Well, let me thank Andy Card, who I'm a big fan of. In Massachusetts, Republican and Democrats work together, and something we all need to do better down here in Washington. But I'm a big fan of Andy Card's, and he's been a great leader up in Massachusetts and on the national level, and I'm really thrilled that he's so involved with NED and Cal Gershman. Right there he is. Thank you so much for your leadership. And Andy mentioned I'm from Worcester, and that he knows my family. Who's from Worcester. A lot of people down here think that because my last name is McGovern that I'm related to George McGovern, and people come up to me all the time and say I've always been a long-time supporter of your dad's, and I usually say thank you. My dad owns a liquor store in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I hope you'll keep on supporting him. So. I just see my friend Frank Wolf here, who is, again, a leader and a hero on these issues. There's so many good people here. I just want to let you know, the reason why we're late, we just finished a vote on the bill that I had on the floor today, remembering those who lost their lives in Tiananmen Square and urging the government of China to respect human rights. So we had a recorded vote, and as when I left, it was 423 to nothing. Everybody... So we get everybody on record. So since 2017, the Chinese government has locked up perhaps more than 1 million Uyghurs and other Turkic Muslims in mass internment camps. We should know the number of detainees by now, but we don't, because the Chinese government refuses to disclose it. We know these camps are an attempt to stamp out the Uyghur identity. Detainees face daily brainwashing, abuse, and starvation diets. They are forced to denounce Islam, to study Xi Jinping thought, and to sing in praise of the party. Meanwhile, some of their children, left without parents, are made into wards of the state. The Uyghurs living abroad cannot contact families and friends from home, and when those loved ones disappear, they have no way to know if they're living or they're dead. The scope of the Uyghur crisis includes more than these camps, however. Uyghurs on the outside live in what experts depict as an open-air prison, where they are subject to constant surveillance, facial recognition cameras, iris scanners, and police checkpoints. It is long past time for the world to send a clear message that the Chinese government cannot perpetrate these abuses with impunity. The World Uyghur Congress is fighting against this brutal oppression. Their mission to promote democracy, human rights, and freedom for the Uyghur people through nonviolent means can serve as a model for others in the years to come. The World Uyghur Congress has been in the lead in tirelessly advocating to call the world's attention to the plight of the Uyghur people, and in doing so, it has shined a bright light on how this systemic and technologically advanced repression may shape China going forward. As an organization of all the Uyghur people worldwide, the World Uyghur Congress is working to establish a peaceful settlement through dialogue and negotiation. They serve as defender of the identity of their people and an inspiration to others. And so I am pleased to present them with NED's 2019 Democracy Award.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Jim McGovern and President Carl Gershman. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and the congressmen, congresswomen, and all friends who join us today. The World Uyghur Congress is deeply and proud, honored to receive this award to recognition of work advocating for the right of the Uyghur people despite immense challenges. I would like to sincerely thank National Endowment for Democracy. We have made visible progress over the past year despite hard challenges, and this would not have been possible without support of National Endowment for Democracy. I would like to acknowledge the teamwork, World Uyghur Congress leadership, staff, and all those Uyghur diaspora who supports us. I would also like to thank all the academics, journalists, activists whose important contribution have made significant difference. While we are deeply proud and honored to receive this award, we cannot lose the focus. Despite best effort and all progress we had made in the past year, the concentration camp arbitrarily detaining millions of Uyghurs have not been closed. Despite all of our work, Uyghurs in East Turkistan are suffering and being denied and their most basic rights. We are still missing our family, friends, and who have disappeared into the concentration camps today. In this moment, we can celebrate great strides we have made over the past year, but our work is not done. In the coming year, we must redouble our efforts. We cannot stop until all those detained in the camp have been freed. We will not rest until the Uyghur people enjoy democracy, human rights, and freedom. It is a time entire world stand up for the Uyghur. It is a time free for 3 million Uyghurs who are suffering in the concentration camp. I think it is a time also US Congress passed, approved the Uyghur Human Rights Policy Act. Thank you for your attention.